Good for you to
Oh, thank
enjoy.
you so much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time here.
Thanks. Thank you.
Useless meeting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll continue with, I'll start with the mayor report. On October 22nd, we had an Inspiration banquet. It was very nice. On October 23rd, I met the two fire chiefs, Roger Smith and Mike Odette. Was concerning when if it come to a point that they can join together to have a big Christmas party. Oh. And it was concerning for their Christmas party if they could join together, the two brigades, and have a bigger party, and we can help with that, us also, the municipality. And yeah, it's gonna be not this year, but starting 26, because they already have some of their party to this year aligned already. So by 26, they're gonna work together, and I think it's a good thing. Also, in the afternoon, we had a Zoom meeting with the UMNB. Was concerning the financing of the association. It's gonna change. We'll have now that we're not gonna be like the zone we had before. We're gonna follow the CRC territory, and there'll be one representative here, and it's Maurice Como from our region. On the October 24th, we have the breakfast with all the entrepreneurs in the CBDC in Hamilton. And me and Jean Robert met a citizen here at the town hall. It went very good. October 27, I had the first puppies for me with the Legion. So, in October 30th, I had an interview with Sim FM that was concerning all the journalists here, because the Prime Minister had said that some journalists didn't report all the stuff here. There was not enough. But in our region, it's all right. They're pretty well always there when there's a big event. October 31st was the Halloween party in the arena. Very nice. And also went in Charlotte at the Golden Age. November 2nd, we met the promoter for the home on the bay. That was at the old nursing home. That was very interesting. I went to see how it worked. There was a filming crew there, and if you didn't know, there'll be a series probably around February, this winter, and it's going to be called Home on the Bay. It's very funny, and I think it's going to be nice for us, and it might open the door for more coming up this way. Okay, November 5th, we had a study here, the starting of a study for the changement, the erosion in our region with the company Englobe. November 6th, I met Ms. Gail Dubé from RDC for some project at the arena in the Lazuli that we need, and also at the beach in Charlotte. And we met also Mr. Carl Omelette for the small house project that's going to be starting in the Darlington Mall. That also is a very good project. November 8th, we had the reception with the Lion for their 60th anniversary. And also we had a meeting with Housing Hub in Boissonneau-Maigret concerning for affordable housing in our region. So we're working on that too. November 11, it was the l'armistice here in Dalhousie and also in Charlotte. Good turnout. Thank you, Mr. Lee Walsh. November 12th, we had a session with Guillaume Deschaines concerning the federal budget. And November 14 and 15, we went to a session in Fredericton, me and Cynthia. It was a session concerning harassment through members of council, and they're working on a law. Same thing as the Quebec have that law. They're working if they can do the same thing here in New Brunswick. And this morning, November 17, I had a meeting this morning, me and Cynthia also, with the commission for evaluation of the commission, because they're doing they're doing that evaluation to all of the CRC in the province. That's it for my report. Ms. Lisa Pelletier.
Protective Services on behalf of Deputy Mayor. Look at the
Statement from member first. Do you have any statement? Any other councillor have statement?
Oh, sorry. No, I do not have a statement.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought we were moving on.
No.
I do not.
Ken,
I
do you have
usually do,
something?
but I don't today.
Okay.
Okay, actually, I have a couple. First one, I, as you saw at the beginning of the meeting, I had to abstain from the Crime Stoppers part of the agenda. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a report. On October 24th and 25th, I attended the Crime Stoppers Conference in St. John. This event celebrated 40 years of service within the New Brunswick. A few MLAs and numerous special attendant guests came to this event. It was a wonderful night. Crime Stoppers has received numerous tips throughout the years, leading to thousands of arrests. Our community has benefited from this initiative as numerous tips have been sent and arrests have been made, along with approximately $9.6 million of stolen property and $73 million of drugs have been recovered and are removed from the streets. I want to commend everybody that volunteers their time to this group. It's a wonderful group, and you may have seen some of the stickers around the different businesses in town, and it's across country wide, and it's just a great conference, great group, and everybody can volunteer if they feel so. Another thing I want to bring to the attention of the residents is the Charlotte Fish Hatchery. A few years ago, I was happy to join the board for the Charlotte Fish Hatchery, and eventually I became the president of the board. I want to announce that there's been a great deal of wonderful improvements that have taken place to the hatchery over the last few years. The provincial contract, proud to say that provincial contract again has been approved, and therefore another 5 years of production is going to take place for the province, which keeps quite a few people employed, and it's great for our economy. The hatchery grows from egg to production size approximately 160,000 trout and 30,000 landlocked salmon. We also have a very large building on site now that a company uses and rents from us that grows sturgeon fish that produces caviar. If anybody's interested in touring the facility, please see me, and I'll give you the name of the director that runs the facility. It's an amazing facility. There's so many good things that goes on. It's gone from dire straits to right now, we just got the facility approved, and I'm proud to say we're estimated over $9 million worth down there. So it's a great facility for our community and for our town. It does employ a few people, and I'm proud to say to be part of it. So thank you.
Thank you, Monsieur Chartrand. Any other statement from council or exposé des membres du conseil? No? Okay. Moving on to a report and recommendation from a committee in private meeting. Rapport des recommandations des comités de réunion huis clos. Protective Service Committee, le comité des services de protection. Ms. Pelletier.
So everyone had a chance to look at the report. I'll start with the Dalhousie Fire report. They responded to 9 incident calls for October. Different fire calls, accidents, fire in the woods, house fires, and there was 1 ambulance assist. It was Fire Prevention Week, so the fire department definitely would have been busy at the schools and different the daycares, different community buildings to do fire practice. So they did the fire drills at the school. There was fire practice the whole week of October 7th and continued all the way till October 25th. So that's always a busy month for them. And I know that they came to LER school and they really do keep us on our toes and do a real practice because we don't know that it's coming. So it's good for us too because it forces the whole school to be sure that we're ready. And every year we learn something new from it, including this year. So I definitely appreciate those practices. There was some a leadership in a fire scene practice in Charlotte on October 27th for training. And there was some boots and some bunker gear purchased for Dalhousie as well. Any questions about the Dalhousie report? Good. For Charlotte, there were 2 alarm calls investigated, 1 major fire involving 3 heavy equipment, and a wildfire investigation that the DNR was engaged in. They did their annual testing of equipment, finalized purchase of some new equipment as well, replacement of air tanks, and there were some repairs done on the garage door in Pumper 6 Bay, and a few other minor repairs as well. They as well did their full week of training, October 18th week, and there was October 27th expert fire tactics training in Charlotte with the fire training associates as well. So again, lots of good training happening. The Charlotte held their annual CFD alumni supper, and that was on October 25th. And like Deputy Mayor mentioned, they had their Halloween party at the Golden Age Club, which is always a big success. So thank you for that, especially this year where Halloween was very wet. So I'm sure families appreciated that more than ever. They mentioned the membership for Charlotte, 23 active members with new recruits pending, and 2 junior firefighters attending as well. And that's it for the Charlotte report. Any questions?
Yes, just a comment. The bylaw officer seems to be doing well with the report that we had there.
Yes, I'm going to speak on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, please go ahead.
Yeah, well, this is protective services, and then later on
okay,
bylaw,
all right.
I'll speak on that. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
But you're right, she is doing well. I'll mention that after for sure. Moving on to SPCA, it was quite busy. It seems like the report was longer than usual, and it seems like it's nothing, no major incidents or anything. Just a lot of strays and loose pets, and it seems like there was a lot of pets that were kind of dropped off at the center, if I understood right. A lot of just reports on animals that were loose and some that they deemed some people were reporting to be aggressive, but it definitely was a busy month for them, but nothing major that I feel needs to really stand out at this time. Any questions on SPCA? Good.
Thank you, Councillor Pelletier.
You're welcome.
Moving on to
Oh, there was one more thing.
Oh.
Sorry, Deputy. I'm just going to go a little bit more detail on what you mentioned about the climate change adaptation plan.
Yes.
So we did meet on November 5th with a group of stakeholders from Englobe and the engineers there. So we met as a council with them, and we talked about what climate change looks like for our community. And so we met with them and some stakeholders, and in the new year we'll meet again, and the community will have a chance to have their input. As part of the development of the climate change adaptation plan, there's a survey that's being shared. Some of you may have seen it on Facebook already. So they're trying to gather input from residents, businesses, local organizations. And the goal of that survey is to better understand how climate change is affecting our community specifically, and to identify key concerns that residents or any stakeholders have. So they're trying to collect all of that information. The survey closes on November 28th. So you can find the survey on Facebook, or if you don't have access to Facebook, you can pick up the information here at the town hall, and they'll be able to help you fill out that survey if you're interested. And like I said, it closes on November 28th.
thank you.
That's what it.
Moving on to Comité de Travaux Publics,
minute.
Public Work Committee.
Just a minute.
Oh, yeah.
For the bylaw officer, I'm coming back to that.
We're
I'm going
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
speak on that
the
during
bylaw
bylaw.
just after.
Because I'm reporting on protective services right now.
All
Yeah.
right, okay.
I promise I won't forget. I got you, Councillor Hache, I promise.
Public Work, Councillor Chapman.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm just going to touch base on my report for the month. Probably very generic, and there's a lot of things that the Deputy Acting Mayor actually said, but I'd like to touch mine first before I get into Public Works. Discuss issues with the residents to housing in Seaside on the 11th. I had council on the 15th. I attended a film festival 16th, 17th, and 18th, which was a wonderful event. Again, I went to the Crime Stoppers meeting. I went to the council on the 20th, small business event in Campbellton on the 22nd, had a Zoom meeting regarding the UMMB and the town hall on the 23rd. Crime Stoppers Conference in St. John's, 24th, 25th, discussed concerns with the residents in Charlotte and Dehaussy on the 27th and the 28th. Went on a wonderful wellness walk with a couple of the residents in town on the 29th. Went to that amazing and wonderful arena trunk and treat event on the 31st. And touching base on that, myself and my wife think that was one of the best Halloween nights we've ever been to. It was amazing. We ran out of candy in an hour, to be honest with you, but a lot of people ran out just as fast, if not nearly. So it was a great event, and I really hope that that tradition continues and grows. Moving forward to the monthly report for October 25th for the Transportation Department. Street sweepers, cleaning the streets, patching numerous streets in town, paved a water cut on Renfrew, paved sidewalks, Gobbridge, Adelaide, and William. Standard grass cutting with trackless, remove the speed bumps in Inch Erin, move the parking barriers in Inch Erin, remove the Jersey barriers next to the arena, remove picnic tables and garbage cans throughout the town, remove the swing in the interpretation panel in Nations Park, remove the interpretation panels at the Lighthouse and Janet Miller Park, fix the guardrails on Brunswick Hill, trim branches, install Remembrance Day banners, install Mr. Bonamy cover, and installed the floor in the arena for the Halloween. The utility department performed checks at the water treatment plant and wastewater stations, upgraded the communications at the water treatment plant, raised the aerator at number 5 and 6 at the lagoon, installed drainage tile on Renfrew near the fire station, winterized fire hydrants, started installing hydrant markers, winterized the campground, winterized the outdoor bar at the Hub of the Bay, winterized the dump station at Inch Erin, flushed valves, fixed water lines in the showers, removed circulating pump at the Recplex, cleaned grit at the lagoon. We had a plugged inlet and tapped water and sewer for the new 4-unit apartment on Adelaide. In the Charlotte section, it patched Mountain Brook and Dam Road, paved water cut on McIntyre, regular garbage run, grass cutting, speed bumps, volleyball nets, picked up picnic tables, fixed the entrance at the Golden Age Club, which is a new road, and removed the truss blocks on the MB Trail. And the water and wastewater performed checks at the water station, regular monthly maintenance, flushing the sanitary system, winterizing the canteen, the lookout, and the campground, and flushed the sanitary in the campground. Any questions for the Public Works report?
Thank you, Councillor Chantonnay. Comité de Parcs et Loisirs, conseiller Jean-Robert Haché.
Merci. Alors, le parc in Sharon est fermé, comme on sait, n'est-ce pas? Le sentier pédestre, par contre, sera entretenu pendant tout l'hiver. So, du nouvel éclairage a été installé dans le bâtiment East Wind Boutique. The park is closed and the walking track will be maintained during the winter, so people can enjoy walking around. It's going to be maintained all winter. New lighting has been installed in the East Wind Boutique building. The Marauders opening game tailgate party was a huge success. It was the first that I know of that was opening a hockey season, and it was really a good success. La fête d'avant-match organisée par les Marauders a remporté un franc succès. L'événement Trunk or Treat qu'on a mentionné tantôt s'est déroulé à la patinoire le 31 octobre et a attiré une foule nombreuse. Alors, j'ai des statistiques, plus de 600 enfants ont franchi les portes et plus de 45 000 friandises ont été distribuées. So we had over 600 kids and over 45,000 treats were given. So that talks about the success of that. And I must mention also that we're fortunate to have the floor that we can put on the ice. You know, just at the 1 day notice, and we could have a floor and use the arena because it wasn't nice outside. C'est vraiment, on est chanceux d'avoir ce plancher-là. And then we used it for the Remembrance Day. So it's very useful, and not all arenas have this facility, of our size anyway. Nous allons obtenir 2 devis pour l'installation de caméras dans le récréaplex et la patinoire. So we are going to get 2 quotations for the installation of cameras in the récréaplex and the park and the rink. We took down the entrance canopy for the winter as it was unstable and unsafe. Patching will be done temporarily, and a project on enhance or on entrance will be submitted to the council later. So for next year, nous avons démonté l'auvent dans l'entrée pour l'hiver car il était instable et dangereux. Des réparations temporaires seront effectuées et un projet concernant l'entrée sera soumis au conseil municipal ultérieurement. Les équipements extérieurs ont tous été rangés, des filets de tennis, filets de pickleball, filets de volleyball. So as you can see, outside equipment has all been picked up. Everything is stored for the winter. The Recoplex, the operations are normal. Only thing, there's a circulating pump is not working, and maybe by the time I report this, I think it's going to be replaced, okay? Because it wasn't... une pompe de circulation ne fonctionnait pas, ça fait que ce qui empêche la piscine de chauffer correctement. Nous attendons une pièce de rechange, and by the time I report this, I think it's been replaced. That's it. Any questions? Des questions?
Yeah, Councillor Hashi. I noticed that, could you please pass on the information to the operations of Parks and Rec to go down to the Benjamin River Park and pick up the tennis court net? It hasn't been taken down yet.
Oh, that net hasn't been taken down?
Nope, it hasn't
Okay.
been taken down. So
Okay.
I went there tonight just to check, be on the safe side. And
Okay.
so if you could ask them to please go down there and take that and store it away for safekeeping for the winter, please.
Okay.
And yes, we did notice a post on Facebook. People are happy that the water was up to 72 degrees now, so everybody was happy that water was back,
Yeah.
that circulating pump was completed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Monsieur Conseiller
Je propose.
Haché. Moving on to Personal Bylaw Committee, Councillor Pelsi.
So you all see the report from the bylaw officer, who's working very, very hard. And I mean, it's I really do like the layout of the report that she has. So basically, she has all of the addresses listed in low, medium, and high priority. And we have notes on the side that basically gives us a little bit of a summary on where and how things are moving. So you'll see that there are 4 that are considered high priority right now, and we'll be making a motion in a few minutes that that applies to one of these properties. So she's definitely really busy. She's doing a really good job. And like we said before, it's a long process to have things moving. So she really has to just keep at it. And there has to be so many warnings and so many letters, and there's so many different steps to all of these processes, but she really is doing a great job at following up. And as she goes through the list, the priority levels change, so we can definitely see that she's getting a lot of work done. So a big thank you to her. Are there any questions on any of the properties specifically?
Just a comment
Yeah.
that, when somebody does an effort to really improve the property, to clean up and make it really nice, acceptable, couldn't we send just a little note of merci, thank you, for the
Yeah.
effort?
It's a good idea.
Because, you follow up with a good comment. It soon helps. And I had maybe a suggestion. I can't give you probably the address of that was submitted to me, Can I tell? Okay.
You can't, you can share with me later.
I'll share it with you because I have another address that
Yep, sure.
should be looked at.
Yep, for sure.
Okay.
No problem.
All
And
right.
yes, a big shout out. She's doing
Thank you.
from Jean-Abel Hache and Lisa Peltier and everyone else. She's doing a great job.
Thank you, Councillor Pelletier. Yep.
Mayor, I just have one question though, and I really appreciate Councillor Hashy's comment there, but I'm just gonna turn it the other way. I noticed that, and I keep bringing this up because I be honest with you, I see this property every day I go home. And I have many people over the past 2 years have constantly talked to me about it, and it's regarding 24569 Route 134. And in the report, you'll see that there's been 4 different times where the people they've gone, and then I noticed in the comments it says owner has made little to no progress cleaning the property.
Madam Clerk, should I be, we weren't supposed to have mentioned the address. That's why I just didn't say the
I am
addresses.
sorry.
It's confidential. We're not supposed to mention the address.
I apologize for
So-
that comment. Sorry.
But we can talk about that, like,
But I'm just
together.
looking, because we need to know, like, is there some other way of progressing this a little bit further? Because it seems to me that nothing's happening at all. I'm not just talking this particular property, but maybe a few others where we warn them over and over and over again, and nothing gets done. It's just almost like a broken record sometimes.
Is it unsafe? That's what you're just going to look for.
That's what
That's
her
not my
priority.
position to say.
And that's what her priority is. That I'm not going to speak because I'm not comfortable speaking since you shared the address. But the way that she prioritizes these things are when it's dangerous, whatever's dangerous. There's, bylaw officers in many different municipalities, depending on if they're full time, if they work every day, they have different categories of how they choose their priority list. Since we only have a bylaw officer for 2 days a week, she focuses on dangerous first. So right now that's where her priority is, but I can follow up and look into that a little bit more for you.
Thank you. Moving on to Community Development and Planning Committee, Councillor Wash.
For Heron Bay, building report for October 2025. 5 building permits were issued for this period for an estimate value of $97,600. Also, we'll have here the Charlotte Regional Airport Authority, October 2025. Air traffic for the month of October 2025 is 136 arrivals and departures. The year-to-date arrival and departures is 1,640. The total number of air ambulances for the month of October was 14. The total number of air ambulance for New Brunswick is 8 and 6 for Quebec. The total number of air ambulance for the year is 105 for New Brunswick, is 74 for Quebec, and there were 30 for Quebec and 1 IWK. Terminal advertising. All advertising space at the terminal has been sold. New LED lighting has also been installed in the billboards. There are 13 billboards in total. De-icing air ambulances, Bonaventure, Quebec. It was announced earlier this month that the province of Quebec would not be renewing its $500,000 annual contract with Pascan for de-icing air ambulances in Bonaventure Airport. The reason given was the number of de-icing operations carried out over the past 3 years has been low. Charlotte Airport was mentioned in the media as a place where Quebec Air ambulances can land and de-ice in case of bad weather. AGM, preparations for the AGM are underway. The number of aircraft movements recorded for 2024 was 2,003. The airport saw 30% increase in aircraft movements compared to the previous year. A significant increase was observed in forest protection, FPL for New Brunswick, and SOFIM for Quebec Peninsula. For 2023, 160 movements were recorded. For 2024, 506 movements were recorded. Co-op project. A student from 80 is doing a co-op internship at the airport. 4 days a week, 2 hours per day, with a duration of 6 months. She started on October 15th. The airport has 2 co-op students, one in the morning and in the afternoon. That's my report, Your Worship.
Thank you, Councillor Walsh. Any question? Okay, moving on to Comité de finances et gouvernance générale, conseillère Good.
It's unaudited financial summary ending September 30th, 2025. Expenditures. General government service budget for the year to end, 937,816, spent 937,705. Protection services, 1,623, we spent 1,697. Transportation services, budget year to end, 2,806, we spent 3,023. Environmental health, 381,224, we spent 370,466. Community development services, 275,702, and we spent 262,045. Recreational and cultural services, 1,085,789, and we spent 1,340,014. Fiscal services, 127,259, and we spent 153,594. So the total expenditures for the year budget to year to end, 7,237,449, and we spent 7,784,750.
Thank you. Any question? Merci, Councilleur Cormier. Moving on to question des comités, inquiry of committee. I don't think we have any. Motion and resolution. The first one, Restigouche Chamber of Commerce sponsorship request for 2026 gala. Cynthia, do you want to?
Yes. Le Chambre de commerce de Restigouche est heureuse d'annoncer la tenue de son gala des entrepreneurs et employés 2026 qui aura lieu le vendredi le 16 janvier 2026 à la salle de conférence du Centre civique mémorial. La catégorie des prix, c'est les prix entreprise de l'année, implication communautaire de l'année, femme entrepreneur de l'année, jeune entrepreneur de l'année. Qu'est-ce qui est nouveau cette année? Ils ont ajouté les prix d'employés. C'est employé de l'année, prix de l'excellence en service à la clientèle, prix innovation en action, prix d'esprit communautaire. Nous vous invitons à devenir commanditaire. Tu as différents commanditaires. Tu as commanditaire diamant, qui est 2000 pièces et plus. Tu as la reconnaissance comme commanditaire principal du gala. Le logo sur tous les documents promotionnels, affiches, médias numériques et réseaux sociaux, mention durant l'événement, publicité pleine page dans le livret du gala, puis 4 billets gratuits. Le commanditaire Platinum qui est 1500. Tu as le logo sur tous les documents, tu as mention durant l'événement, demi-page de publicité dans le livret du gala, puis tu as 2 billets gratuits. Tu as commanditaire or qui est 1000 pièces. Tu as ton logo, corps de page, puis 2 billets gratuits. Commanditaire d'argent 750, tu as le logo dans le livret du gala, 1 billet gratuit. Commanditaire bronze 500. Nom de l'entreprise inscrit dans le livret du gala est reconnu sur réseaux sociaux. Puis tu as ami du gala qui est 250. Vous avez lu toutes les... you have read all the information in English, what you guys recommend. Last year we gave 125 and 600 for the gala.
120, was that like the last one? Ami du Gala is $250.
It's 250.
But this is the first time they're doing it in this format, right?
Yes, because
Yeah.
they added...
Yeah.
4
So
more
last year
categories.
last year we donated 125,
Yes,
but they didn't have
and the
these
gala for the
categories, right?
600 for the gala.
Right.
That was for the ticket for the people
Yeah.
that was there. Okay. Okay, it's up to council. Do you want a town to be a partner in the promotion?
Well, I think we should do like we did last year.
The smallest one is 250.
Yeah.
So we'll go in the same format.
It's cut off there. Is it that it was
Yeah.
600 for the gala?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we donated last year we donated 725.
Yeah.
Okay. And it wasn't broken up this way, so if we wanted to do similar to what we donated last year, it would be close to the,
To the
Silver
the
sponsorship.
yeah.
So that's the way I understand is that money there is only for the sponsorship for having our name in the pamphlet and all that.
no, I know.
So it's up to council, and the lowest one I seen is $250, and we'll probably have a request later on to have if the town want to buy a ticket for the council or somebody.
I recommend that we just go Friends of the Gala for $250 at this time tonight. And we sit back and we decide later if we have interest for members of this council to go to the gala and purchase them on a separate time. Because if we went to try and go with 6 tickets, even a diamond sponsor only gives you 4 complimentary tickets.
That's right.
$2,000.
That's,
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit too,
So
steep for us,
250 would be
250 and
the,
that's it, and then the
Yeah.
council can determine if or if not, we're gonna be purchasing tickets
Yeah.
for the event on an individual basis.
So it's been moved by Councillor
Well,
Sharp.
is
Yeah.
that okay? I don't know if I agree because I feel like we should donate close to what we donated last year, especially if it's in the budget. And if we only do the 250, there may not be I don't need to attend. I'm happy to be a part of
Yeah.
giving a donation, but
Right.
I don't necessarily need to be there. I mean, I'm celebrating in spirit, but it doesn't mean that I need to have a seat at the table kind of thing. I just wonder if we only do the 250 and then if there's no seats left, we're not really giving a very big donation, only giving 250.
But they don't mention about seat now.
That's what I
No,
mean.
I would
Mean-
go just with the 250 for
But
now.
do you think that there'll
Yeah.
be seats? I don't want to only give 250.
They're probably gonna contact more with the price of each table.
Okay.
Yeah. Later on, probably that's only in February.
January.
Jan-
There's
Jan-
oh,
actually-
January.
Is there actually any
Okay.
information here about the cost of the seats right now this time, or no?
Doesn't
So-
seem there.
No.
So I would just recommend motion to just have
The
250
250.
submitted at this time,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
once the seat price comes, then
Yeah.
this council can deliberate on if or if not, we're gonna purchase tickets for the gala.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's been moved by Councillor Chardonnay that we go with the 250. It's called Friend of the Gala. For an amount of $250. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Councillor Good. Any question? Everybody in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Against? Motion is carried. Okay, then we move on to Association canadienne pour la santé mentale demande un don pour la période des fêtes. Canadian Mental Health Association donation requests an holiday season for the holiday season. Cynthia?
The Canadian Mental Health Association West Coast Region, in partnership with the Child and Youth Team of the Campbellton Community Mental Health Center, is seeking your support in helping underprivileged children and their families of the West Coast Region. The Child and Youth Team offers therapy, treatment, consultation, and prevention services for clients between the ages of 0 and 18 who present mental health problems and other related issues. This program works towards improving, enhancing, and supporting mental and emotional wellness for clients in the West Coast region. This is the 25th year that we have been soliciting donation during the holiday season. These can look like money donations, non-perishable food, gift cards, etc. With each passing year, the project has been gaining momentum. With such an increasing demand, last year we were able to provide and help up to 40 families in the region, either by food donations and or gifts for children. This year our goal is to help as many families as possible. I would like to take this opportunity to express our gratitude for the wonderful cooperation and wish you all the best for this holiday season. Last year we gave 500.
So it's up to council.
Well, in 24, it was $500, right?
$2,300, 24, 500.
Yes.
We can match it.
We can match that, what was done in 24. for 500.
It's up to council.
Yeah.
So if you want to
Yeah,
make a
comfortable
motion,
with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
somebody
That's
want to
it.
make a motion?
I move that we'll donate $500 to the Canadian Mental Health Association.
It's been moved by Councillor Pelletier that we
Um,
donate $500. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Councillor Wash. Question? Everybody in favor say aye.
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 Against nay. Motion is carried. Crime Stopper, Mr. Chapelain, do you want to leave? Maybe I'll ask Mr. Wash to read. Oh, you got it? Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead.
On behalf of the Restigouche Crime Stoppers Committee, we are seeking your support for a visibility initiative aimed at enhancing safety and fostering collaboration with our Restigouche communities. We are preparing to create 2 promotional banners that will be used at various community and regional events. These banners will highlight the Crime Stoppers program, which plays a vital role in preventing and solving crimes through collaboration between citizens, law enforcement, and municipal partners. To fund this initiative, we are inviting your municipality to contribute $100. In exchange, your municipality logo will be displayed on both banners, demonstrating your commitment to public safety and your support for a cause that affects us all.
Okay, so to have our logo on or on their banner is $100.
Yes,
So if council is in agreement, I would like.
Well, I move that the town here in Bay contribute $100 for Crime Stoppers New Brunswick.
Moved by Councillor Good. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Councillor Jean-Robert Haché.
Okay.
Question?
No.
On the question is a very good program, so I think it's a good thing.
Yes.
What does it say at the bottom there? It's cut off. It says first time donation and then something's cut off.
It's the first time that we have the donation
Uh-huh.
request. It was always just a subscription of $25. That's what it says on the bottom.
On the bottom part?
Subscription.
Oh,
We
okay.
Oh,
paid
yeah.
25.
So we pay 25 as a subscription. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other question? If not, everybody in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Against nay. Motion is carried. So we can ask Mr. Chapelain to come back. Dangerous and unsightly premises, Councillor Pelletier.
Yes, I'd like to move ahead with the dangerous and unsightly premises demolition and cleaning of PAN number 034-17094 and 033-42427. We accept the lowest quote for the cleanup cost, which is reimbursed by the province.
Do you make that a motion?
Yes, I move.
Okay. It's been moved by Councillor Pelletier. Do we have a seconder?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Councillor Good.
Excuse me.
Question? Everybody in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Against nay, it's carried. The appointment to a committee, I don't think we have any. We're up to adjournment, moved by Councillor Jean-Robert Haché. So, if there's any question, Liliane, would you like to?
We good with this?
What?
We good with this?
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll be like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know why the banners came up?
And it's on the agenda. You are giving out money all the time, every month.